everybody, welcome back to Escape to El Campo. As you can see, it's coming to the end of a lovely day here in northern Spain, in Galicia.
It's good to be back.
It is good to be back.
Yeah, this is our third video back after what, 6 months off?
6 months off. And we realised we hadn't spoke to you, so we thought we'd speak to you.
Hi.
Hi. We all feel better now, I think, for that. Do you feel better?
I do actually.
Good.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd just give you a quick update with where we are with stuff. We don't want to bang on for ages, do we?
No.
Because we've got some stuff to show you on the old video. So just to bring you up to speed with stuff, the chicks that we hatched in the incubator are growing fast.
Yeah, 3 weeks old now.
Yeah, 3 weeks tomorrow. Today.
Today.
Yeah, they started hatching 3 weeks ago today.
Yeah.
So in another 3 weeks, they'll be ready to start going outside, won't they?
Yeah. And they're ever so cheeky. Yeah, I don't know whether you've heard me on videos before, but whenever I'm going up to the hens, I always do my little potato peel call, and I started doing the same thing with the chicks. And now whenever I say it as I approach them, they're always at the side, sort of.
Side of the brooder.
Yeah, cocking their heads, looking at me. And one of them today, when I was changing their water, escaped. He managed to
jump out.
No, it full on flew.
All right. Ernie nearly had a chicken nugget for dinner, didn't he?
He very nearly did. He was a good boy. He was a good boy. So lessons learnt on that one. But yeah, they're adorable.
Yeah. So we'll. I think we'll do a whole sort of video with the chickens, with the incubator and the brooder box, our little setup. Perhaps when we put them out.
Yeah.
Do a whole. Once they go into the chicken tractor.
Yeah.
We can do a whole thing then.
Yeah. And start to. Well, not finish.
Finish, because that'll be in a few weeks after.
Oh, I'm not sure I can eat them just at the minute.
Yeah, so the chickens are going well. Yeah, after the terrible weather of last week, with the rain and stuff, spring seems to have sprung again.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bees are going mad. We heard a cuckoo this morning. We heard stone chats.
Yeah, hoopies are going first thing in the morning.
Oh yeah,
as
the
well.
hoopies are off again.
Yeah.
And the crickets last night, when I came out last night just to make sure everything was locked up, the garage and stuff was locked up, the crickets were cheeping and chirping. Or what do crickets do?
The cricket.
They cricket.
The
crickets were cricketing, and yeah, so everything must be warming up, mustn't it?
Must be.
Yeah, so that's great. I know the lawn is going absolutely crackers. Yeah, I need to get on top of it a bit, but it's going absolutely mad, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's dry now, so at least you can do something about it.
Yeah, so I've done a little bit of lawn mowing last couple of days.
Yeah, it's got to be an afternoon job because the mornings are still flipping
freezing cold. Yeah, yeah.
Misty and foggy and horrible, and then come the afternoon, the sun just suddenly appears and all your jumpers come off.
Yeah,
it's lovely. Not complaining.
So what else did we want to have a quick chat about?
Pig news?
Oh, yes, pig news. Pig news! News on the pigs is that we've messed up, haven't we? I think. Have we messed up, do you think?
I don't know that messed up, is it? I think perhaps...
Overexcited.
Over-enthusiastic, yeah, for definite.
So we've spent quite a bit of money on electric fences and the box that goes with the electric fence.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called. The
charger?
zapper. Yeah, and we started setting it all out because we had grandiose plans of getting the pigs this week or next week and setting them free in the field surrounded by electric fence and stuff. And they were going to do our weeding for us, weren't they?
They were.
However, what happened?
I rang the pig man and he says that he's not massively keen on selling them just as of yet because it still is a bit chilly outside and we want them to be 100% living outside and we only want 2. He says that they're not got each other for body warmth at night and it's just going to be a bit too chilly for them.
So he's put us off till...
Well, he says May, but I'm not waiting till May.
We're not waiting till May.
No, he also said that because you buy pigs per kilo, so obviously I'm buying them younger, so they're going to be less weight, so therefore they're going to be cheaper. He says they're going to be cheaper now, but they're going to be so much more expensive in the long run because with them being completely free range, they eat more, so it's going to cost you more in food.
How much weight? He told you how much weight they put on a week.
They put on about 300 grams each per week.
So that's a crazy amount of weight, isn't it?
That is a crazy
300 grams?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like Emma when she goes on a North, an all-inclusive holiday. 300 grams a day.
A day?
Yeah. Yeah, so our pig plans have been put on hold, which has scuppered out some of our other plans as well, because we were hoping that the pigs were going to clear that field out for us of all the weeds and stuff, and
ready to plant
ready to plant
the potatoes.
the potatoes, but that's not going to happen now, is it?
No.
So we need to come up with a plan B to get over that,
Yeah.
don't we?
Or we'll just buy the pigs anyway and...
Yeah, but I think he's been doing it all his life. He knows more about pigs than what we ever will. So I think we should go with his assessment of things, don't you? Don't you think that's the way to do it?
Yeah, what does he know?
Yeah, so that's up to date with pig news. Anything else? Do we want it? Plenty of seeds going in. Planting stuff. Stuff's beginning to grow. Yeah.
Broccoli's edible.
Oh yeah, sprouting broccoli. We're absolutely inundated with sprouting broccoli. It's a long burners. If you guys ever plant any sprouting broccoli, it's a long burner, isn't it? It's like
They went in February last year, and they're just ready now, aren't they, for eating?
So it's at least a 12-month wait for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're out now, and they're very, very tasty. So it's sprouting broccoli with everything at the minute. Absolutely everything. Breakfast, tea, sprouting broccoli with everything.
With everything.
Yeah.
We've got a broccoli curry tonight, actually. Is that right?
Yeah.
Good.
With potatoes that we've got loads of.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't want to bang on for too long. So let's just bring you up to date. Let's cut to the videos and the good stuff.
So I'm just driving to IRA, our local cooperative, and we've just come across these 4 goats, which I'm fairly certain shouldn't be out. Oh, there's another one down there. So I'm just going to go see if I can go find... Then they're normally with a shepherd in a field. So I'm going to go and see if I can find where they've come from. Hello! So we're in the polytunnel, hiding from the horrific wind and rain that's outside at the minute, getting some seeds planted, or getting ready to start sowing some seeds into seed trays ready to go out. And I just found something absolutely disgusting and terrible, and I was so horrified by it that I just immediately started dealing with it. And Adam's just pointed out that perhaps I should be filming this so that other people don't perhaps make the same mistake that I've made, shall we say. Anyway, let me show you. I saved some beans and peas that we grew last year so that I could plant them again. And I don't know if you can see these tiny little holes, but it turns out we've got bean weevils. Let me show you. They were all inside this plastic bag, my bags of seeds and stuff. I bet you can't see now because the sun's just come out. So these nasty little things here, these are all bean weevils, like him. Where's he gone? There. Can you see him? Is it going to focus? It's not going to focus. Yeah, there he is, there. And they're tiny. Put my finger next to it so you can see. Absolutely tiny. And there was hundreds of them, so I've just shook all of these brown bags outside to get rid of them all. When Adam said, you know what, maybe you should be showing people this. So what I will show you is inside the bags where I've not managed to get them out, and you can see them all crawling around. And then I stick my hand in. Oh, this is creeping me out, guys. This is how good I am to you. Can you see all them tiny little holes? Now what happens, is it focusing? I can't tell because it's suddenly gone sunny. So them tiny little holes, the adult weevils come along and they burrow. Oh, there's one on my finger. They burrow into the beans, lay their eggs, and then the babies kind of eat their way out of them. Oh, that's better now that it's not on my hand. So inside here, you can just about see there's a bit of a black dot there. And that's a baby, not hatched yet. Oh, there's one just there, and they're all just everywhere. So the mistake that I've made is not keeping these in an airtight container so that the weevils couldn't get in the first place. The second mistake that I've made is not keeping an eye on them and checking them to make sure that they're not able to get in, or nothing's got in and not spreading, because I suppose the more babies that there are, the more weevils that they are. Oh, you can really see them now, can't you? And the third mistake that I've made, and I'm sure you're all going to be utterly disgusted at this and shaking your head at me, is that these have been living in the downstairs kitchen. And we eat a lot of chickpeas and beans and stuff, and I keep them all dried in the house. Now, thankfully, all of our packets are sealed and there is no contamination. So, thankfully, I think I've been saved from an utter disaster in the house. So, it's just perhaps these that are completely and utterly unplantable. So there you go. Don't make that mistake, guys. They need to be in sealed containers. You need to check them regularly. And you definitely don't need to be keeping them in your house. Blah. So now the sun's coming out, like I just said. The whole situation just got a million times worse. I don't know whether they've all gone, oh, the sun's out, so we're going to just hatch. Whether these are all babies that have just come out, or whether because I've moved them, they've all woken up from their sleepy, full-bellied on beans slumber. I don't know. But I think I'm going to be buying some more beans for planting this year. Ugh, nasty. But as you can see, I've sorted out the seeds. So I've got a pile here of all ones that are to be directly planted outside. These are things like sunflowers, leeks, some herbs, lettuces, chickpeas, that kind of thing. I've got another little pile here of some flowers that I want to plant out. And then this bigger pile here is of all things that I'm going to be starting in seed trays. These are things like kale. There's quite a lot of different types of tomatoes in here. Peppers, which did say that I could directly plant them, but I am going to start them in seed trays. So yeah, there's a whole different selection of things. And then I've got another little pile here that are things that should go outside, but the area that we want to plant them in isn't ready yet, so I am going to start some of them in seed trays and see how they get on. Another one of them nasty things. And I'm going to start some of them in seed trays, see how they get on, and then once that area is ready, then we will directly plant them there as well. And the reason that area isn't ready is because plot spoiler, we're going to put some pigs on there to get the ground ready. Pretend that I didn't say that. So yeah, here I go. I just hope that I've got enough compost for all of this. My gut feeling is that I probably don't, and that I shall be nipping out to go and buy some more compost, because we have been making our own compost, but it's a bit too chunky really. It's not fine enough ideally to be putting seeds into, so I'm not going to be using that. So if I run out, I'll go and buy some more. So where do I start? And how many of everything do I plant? Please tell me that it isn't only me that struggles with things like this, because not the best at decision making at the best of times, to be very honest with you. And when I've got this many seeds, sod it. Let's go for it. We'll start with tomatoes. They're the most important. you'll also be pleased to know that nothing inside here was eaten by them creepy crawlers. I had some peas in here that I'd saved from last year, some French beans that I'd saved from last year, and also some fabas, which is like a white bean, that I'd saved from ours last year, and they were all okay. There was one bag that had been nibbled into, and then I've just binned them and got rid of them all, no point even trying. But thankfully, touch wood, everything else seems to be okay. I think I was quite lucky with that. So, let's go. Leaf bug. We have loads of these. Oh. Can you see him? Is it just focusing on my hand again? I can't tell. Our cockapoo, Albert, is absolutely terrified of these because they sound a bit like a helicopter when they're flying around, and it absolutely freaks him out when they come into our house. I've got no idea why, because they're not even remotely scary. They're cute. I just think it's the noise of them. There he goes. We'll put him outside now. I tend to put 2 seeds in each little compartmenty thing, and then thin them out. Just pick the strongest one of the 2 when it comes to transplanting them. Sometimes they both grow, sometimes neither of them grow. Sometimes, like just now, I accidentally drop a load in there and then I get a load of them. That's what happens when you've got fat fingers, I'm afraid. Interesting, but I thought I'd share. Ernie also wants to join in. Shush! Okay, good. So Adam's eldest son Max bought Adam this Italian espresso coffee maker a few years ago now, and it's been used every morning ever since then, including when we went travelling in the motorhome for 7 months. That was used every day then as well. And when we moved here, we discovered that there is a locally brewed, no not brewed, a locally toasted, a locally made, I don't think it's locally grown, but it's toasted in Chantada, which is our nearest, well, is our town, our big town. This particular one is 80% normal beans and 20% roasted in the torrefacto manner of roasting. Now, if you've been to Spain before, you'll know that the coffee here in Spain is quite a lot different to anywhere else that you'll find in Europe. And it took me a little while to work out why I don't like some of the coffees and some of the cafes, and it's because of this torrefacto. And it's got a bit more of a burnt kind of, not charcoaly, but it's to do with the roasting process. And in Europe, it's only really done in Spain, and it's also done in a lot of the Latin American countries as well. But this particular one is only 20% torrefacto, and we love it. So yeah, Cafes Panela, not sponsored. I'm sure you can't buy it outside of Galicia, outside of the province of Lugo, probably. Don't know that for definite, I'll have a look. But anyway, so Adam and I would normally share one of these between the two of us. We have it in a normal size mug, top it up with water. I'm sure now I'm going to get inundated with lots of people telling me that I'm wrong about Spanish coffee, about how to make coffee, and everything that I'm doing is wrong. But this is how we like it, and this is how I'm going to make it. That's quite annoying, the like it's happening. One of these days I am going to buy an electric grinder. Sometimes when we're driving into Chantada, you can see the big plumes of smoke or of steam or whatever it is coming out of the coffee factory, and the smell is absolutely incredible. It's beautiful. So whenever we're in town, we do normally stop for a cup of coffee, and most of the cafes serve Cafes Panela because it's locally made coffee. But I only tend to have a full caffeine coffee first thing in the morning. So whenever we go out, we always ask for a decaf. And then the other week I was brave enough to actually go into the factory where they make it and ask if I can buy a bag of decaf coffee. So yeah, I have this one as well. This one is more of a torrefacto. But I think because it's not caffeinated, it's not quite as strong, so I can tolerate it a bit better. I still really like it, it's still really, really nice.
That's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Just remember, if you've enjoyed this, to give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. It's always appreciated and helps the YouTube algorithm, apparently. And we're quite close to 500. I'm laughing because we were quite close to 500 before subscribers, and I put a shout out for everybody who watched it if they could subscribe, and we actually lost about 20. So we actually went backwards. So I'm a bit loath to say press the subscribe button if you've enjoyed it, because it might be a massive vote with their thumbs and they all unsubscribe and disappear. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye.